In the rugged northwest of Thailand, hours away from the bustling cities, the Akar and Karen hill tribes work to scrape together an existence in remote hillside villages. These people typically have no Thai citizenship and so receive no government support. They are poor and often heavily in debt to loan sharks. To get by, some sell their children to sex traffickers, while others grow opium for the drug trade.
This is an awareness poster regarding opium production, how it's enforced and it's against the law, as well as it's a drug that can be refined into harder drugs like heroin.
Bright Hope World, through the Chiang Mai-based Integrated Tribal Development Program, or ITDP, are helping to build economic independence for the Akar and Karen people through coffee production. But the process is a difficult one. Ripe red coffee cherries are picked from hundreds of trees on steep slopes by local villagers. The cherries are then laboriously sorted and graded by hand. The green ones are still used, but fetch a much lower price. Water, which is often a scarce resource in the mountains, is poured onto the coffee, and the spoiled and diseased cherries float to the top and are discarded. The coffee is then run through a machine that removes the cherry and extracts the beans still in their husks. Once again, the results are graded, as quality is a real focus for the growers and greatly affects the end price they get for the beans. The healthy beans are then soaked for several days and laid out on long drying racks until the moisture content is reduced to a very specific level. In the mountains, this can take several more days. The beans in their husks are then bagged up and trucked down the mountains to the city of Chiang Mai, but the process is far from over. The next machine the beans are processed through removes the husks, leaving the final green bean that is roasted to make the coffee we all enjoy. The beans are once again graded to ensure quality. Once the husks are removed, moisture content is checked by biting down on the bean, although more scientific methods are also used. A dry bean feels hard to bite. If it's too soft, it's not ready. The final step in the process before shipping the beans is grading the beans by size. This is done by shaking the beans through a series of finer and finer filters. The biggest and best beans are graded A, then B, then C, and so on. All that then remains is to pour the beans into bags and spray paint the name of the village the beans originated from. These bags are marked with SP for the village of Sompoi. For us, the result of all this effort is a fantastic cup of Lamai coffee, but for the Akar and Karen people of northern Thailand, it means economic independence. We ensure the growers get above fair trade prices and payment terms that avoid the need to get into debt to live. Bright Hope World also funds a microloan scheme managed by ITDP that helps local growers get established in small businesses and avoids the need to go to loan sharks that can charge up to 10% interest a month. This means there is no need for farmers to sell their children into the sex trade in Bangkok. Remember, when you drink Lamai coffee, you're enjoying the world's best tasting act of kindness.